What's up, basketball fans? This is Coach Nicole, and welcome to The Pickup. Today, we're excited to have Natalie Noel from Salem High School in Indiana. Natalie is a 2022 combo guard who is both a sharpshooter and has a high basketball IQ. We're excited to talk to her a little bit about her academic interests and also find out how she's been improving her game. So Natalie, I appreciate you taking some time to join me today. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to now that school is out.
So far, we opened up our pool in April, so I've been doing a lot of, outside tanning at the pool and swimming and stuff.
Nice.
And we also have, a garden at my house that I've been working in. And I play basketball with my brothers at the court at my house. But other than that, we haven't been doing much.
Awesome. I know it's nice for the weather to finally start getting nice. So you can spend all that time outside. So
Definitely.
That's awesome. Before school let out, everything was switched to online learning. How did that go for you?
It was pretty easy for us because we'd had snow days, kind of in preparation for it. Mm-hmm. And we already knew how it was going to be using our e-learning on the Chromebooks. So it was simple for our school, but we got done a lot earlier than everybody else.
Tell us a little bit about what your favorite classes
are. I definitely like science the best. I took an anatomy and physiology class this year where we got to dissect fetal pigs, and I really enjoyed that.
Cool. So do you think you want to go into one of the sciences as far as when you study in college?
Yeah, I'm looking at nursing or maybe physical therapy or something like that. I know I want to go into the health science field for sure, but not totally for sure what job yet.
Awesome. But what are some things that you're doing to still keep you in basketball shape?
So we have these online workouts that my school coach puts up for us, and we have AAU practices right now, which I do all of those, and I do go out and work on my own time too for the stuff that we don't cover in practice and the stuff that I need to get better at. And my mom usually helps me with that because she played basketball in college.
Awesome. Where did mom go?
She went to Marshall University.
Awesome. Cool. So what are some things that you think you need to get better at?
Definitely my mid-range jump shot, and I need to get stronger and more explosive because my quickness really affects me in high school ball and AAU.
Yeah. So you all had a really good year at Salem this year. You guys went 25-4 and made it to the state championship game. So tell me a little bit about what that experience was like.
It was so awesome. I would do anything to do it again. And we're going to hope that we can do it again this year. But it was just a great team experience and everything. We all had so much fun. It was probably one of the best times of my life, for sure.
What do you think contributed to your all's success this past year?
I think our team just being so close and everything, we all just work really well together. And that's something that our coach helps bring too. Our coach loves us. All the girls love each other. And it's just the team chemistry that really helped us too.
Awesome. So how do you all plan to sustain that success?
Well, we were going to go to Indy League this year, which we go up to Indianapolis twice a week. But now that we can't do that, but Hickey is making sure that we're all working out and that we're all getting better so we can get to that point again, because he knows that everybody else is going to be doing the same thing so they can beat us. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, we all know we have to work in order to do it again.
And once you've been there, you know what it takes to get there. So now the expectations get higher for everybody. So yeah, it's a really cool experience. But now the target is going to be on your all's back. So what kind of mentality do you have to have going into this next season, knowing that everybody is gunning for you all?
Well, this season it was a little bit the same because we won sectionals and regional last season as well. But it's mostly when every game we go into it knowing that we can get beat. And we always we try our hardest to know that everybody has a target on our back. And we usually use that as motivation to work even harder to show them hey, you can't beat us. We're Salem. We're not even going to give them that opportunity.
And how do you think your role is going to change next season?
I think I'll be more of a leader next season because we had our seniors this year, which were excellent leaders for the team. but our seniors coming in are kind of quiet, and I have a bit of a loudmouth for them, so I speak for them, and they like that a little bit. But yeah, we'll also be like parenting the freshmen that are coming in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you all have some good young talent coming in?
I think we have a couple good girls. They'll probably have to play a little bit of JV before they get to that varsity point, but they have a lot of potential.
And what is some advice that you're going to give them to make sure that, as they get older, they continue to contribute, but also carry on the legacy that you all have created?
One thing that I'll definitely tell them is like to work after practice. Like every single practice, I would make sure I'd go out, stay after to shoot some to get my shots up, because sometimes we wouldn't always get shooting in during practice. And that really helped me in the long run with my 3-point game.
Okay, so we've got pulled up your game against Washington. It was the first game of regionals. What was your all's game plan going into this game?
So Washington, I think, had a 6'1" girl that was their key to the team. And our whole point was just to stop her. And because we knew she made the passes, she scored the buckets. She was one of their best defenders. And our goal was to stop her defensively and to not let anybody else score.
Okay.
Because we knew they had other players that were quick and they could score too.
Okay. So that first shot goes up. You kind of narrowly missed the rebound. What do you think you could have done a little bit better to secure that rebound?
I'm going to watch it again real quick. I think I definitely, if I would have been a little quicker around my defender, or maybe have gone to the right a little bit more, I could have secured the rebound.
Mm-hmm. Is pursuing offensive rebounds something that you kind of like to do, or is that one of your duties?
Yeah, going into this year, I knew I was going to have to crash the boards a lot. And that same as for freshman year, I was like, if I can rebound, my coach is going to put me in because he knows that I can make a difference in our play.
Yep.
And my mom's told me to crash hard. So.
So on this play here, the ball is dribbled towards you. You cut back door, which is a good decision. And then you cut all the way through. It gets skipped to you. And you kind of hesitate, but it goes in. Why did you hesitate there?
I think I was thinking I could throw her off and maybe drive left, if I remember correctly. And I know I was a little bit deep. And so I was like, let's just shoot it anyways.
That turned out to be a good decision.
Yeah.
And then you all get right into your 2-2-1. So tell me a little bit, because I've seen you in your film play both that first line and the second line in the 2-2-1. So when you're in the first line, what is your responsibility?
Okay, so if you're in the first line, the other person in the first line, basically what we're going to do is we just run and just harass the ball and trap them. But we have to wait till they start dribbling first. And basically we just trap them and everybody else covers the other passes, and we just make their lives awful and not let them see anybody else.
So what are some things that you like about pressing? Like if it was your decision, would you press often, or would you prefer to play in the half court?
I would definitely press often because I love playing fast and I love to get up in people's business when we're on defense. And I think it just makes our game 100 times better because we get so many transition points from our press. And that's one thing that we get most of our points from.
Awesome. So that time you guys got called for a foul, but you did a good job of creating some chaos.
Yeah.
So on this play here, you all are trapping in the half court as well. They get a shot up, you get the rebound, and you just toss it. So you talked about, again, trying to get those transition points. For you, how did you know that leak out was going to be there?
I grew up playing point guard a lot, and I was not taught to dribble first. Nobody should be taught to dribble first. I've always been taught to look up, and the girl that I threw it to, we work really well together. And it's kind of like almost a duo like situation, because I always know where she is on the court, and I can get her a pass because I know she can jump high and go get the ball.
Awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of times people they dribble, and sometimes it's in traffic, or they kind of dribble just out of habit. But I think that's really impressive for you to get a defensive rebound, turn, look, and throw it. And then, again, it's an easy 2 points. And then right out of that, you all are right back in your press. And that time you all do come away with the ball, but it ends up getting kicked. So, because again, you are open on that dive there. How do you think that pass should have been thrown to get you the ball? It ends up being a bounce pass, but what other option could there have been?
I think it should have been like passed more to the left of her. I think Abigail was trying to hit it to the right of her a little bit deeper than what she was. But maybe, or even higher, because I think I had a little height on the girl too.
Yeah. All right, so this is one of your all's baseline out of bounds plays. And then we get the kickback. So what did you see on this play? I'm sure, your coach tells you to look for different options, but you specifically, what did you see?
So on this one, I remember he was talking about maybe faking the handoff and driving baseline, but I knew that I had two defenders behind me, so I couldn't do that. And most of the time when I do run out of bounds plays, I always pop back to that corner because I'll throw it into Letty, and then the defense will crash down. Ooh, excuse me. And typically that shot is open. It's where I get a lot of 3-pointers. But otherwise, I know if Hope's going to drive middle, then the opposite's going to be open.
Yep. So this is end of quarter. They send you off a double stagger screen. And then that just ends up being really good ball movement. So talk to me a little bit about this play, because it's clearly a set that you all have, right?
I'm trying to see. Okay. Yeah, I think I know which one this is. So this one, usually we would run this one for Hope, but in this case, it was me. And you come off 2 stagger screens, and one of the persons flares to the corner, and one of them stays on the block, which is Letty. And since I was covered and my defender had me very much covered, and Letty had really posted, she had a little girl on her, and I was like, just get the ball.
So here we see you all turning your defense into offense, and you hit the mid-range that time, so it can't be too bad.
That's probably one of 5 that I took of the season.
Again, it's another time. So that one ends up being a little bit long. How do you think you could have adjusted your shot to make that?
I definitely shouldn't have rushed it, or maybe even taken the shot in the first place. And Hope, it looks like Hope had a little bit more open of a shot than I did. So I could have passed it too.
So again, this is kind of end of quarter. You're doing some ball handling duties. So I've kind of seen you play the point and off the ball. Tell me a little bit about how your mentality changes from being your point guard versus playing on one of the wings.
If I'm a point guard, I know I have to be 20 times stronger than how I play on the wing, because I know people are coming at me. I'm a little lanky for a guard. I'm a little weak for a guard. So I know that I have to be ready for some hits up there at the point, because Callie, our little point guard, she definitely gets hit, and I learned from her.
Yes. So yeah, defense is on you.
And usually when they're up in me like that, I think to drive.
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I'm not able to because people are in the lane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is another one, end of quarter situation. So you get the ball up top, you're directing traffic. All right. So that turnover, you didn't commit the turnover, but what do you think the right play would have been so that you all don't end up turning the ball over here?
Okay. She definitely shouldn't have passed it and waited for the defense because I think you could see that one coming from a mile away because she had that girl locked down. And Olivia was probably like her eyes and shoulders were definitely staring right at Letty, so she knew the pass was good.
Yep, telegraphed it. So here you get the steal, and then it results in 2 points. So this is another situation where I've seen you play both the top and the bottom of your 2-3. So how do your responsibilities change whether you're playing that top line or that bottom line?
For me, it's really easy because I'm really used to switching positions and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I know the top, basically, you just have to cover the wing. But when you go down to the bottom, your job is more to just show a hand and then get back to the inside so you don't get any easy layups. But the switch for me is really easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's another case. You just turn and look and you throw it. You don't dribble. And then it results in 2 points. So we like to wrap this up with a game that we call Fast Five. So I'm going to give you a category, and then you're going to pick 5, either whatever the category is, you're going to pick your 5, okay? So the first one is your favorite 5 cities to visit.
Okay. Panama City, Louisville, Nashville, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, and Chicago.
Oh, you got Chicago in there?
Yeah, got Chicago in there.
Okay, that's a good list. And one thing that I like about our area, you can get to all of those pretty easily. So that's good. All right, next one. The best 5 players you've ever played against.
Lily Hatton. Oh gosh, Nan Garcia, Leah Miller. This is hard.
2
I'm
more.
thinking 2 more. I can do this. I'm just gonna say Allie Saunders, and I'm trying to think of another one. And Carly Sweeney.
There you go. Good. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me a little bit. I thought it was really good to kind of see the different aspects of your game and also the versatility that you bring to the game. So how can people connect with you on social media?
I have an Instagram and Twitter, which my Twitter is like Natalie K Noel, and my Instagram is just Natalie Noel.
Awesome. Again, thank you for taking some time with me, and we'll see you on the court hopefully soon.
Thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed getting to learn more about Natalie. She's a kid with a high IQ both on and off the court. Make sure you follow her on Instagram and Twitter, and also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page so you can get all the latest episodes right in your inbox. We'll see you next time on The Pickup.